Buckle your seatbelts. Keep your hands inside the ride at all times.
All right.
Testing.
We're sitting. Look at us. We're posh now.
And that's nice, isn't it? It's very summer.
You're very shaven and everything.
It's very summery.
Look
you
at
know?
you. Oh, there you are.
Hello. Hi, guys.
Oh, there's something on me. Oh, there's a spider. Oh. Why do we choose to do this in the garden? It's my idea, wasn't it?
Yeah, I wanted something that all these flowers in the background, you know.
They're really pretty,
picturesque.
But listen, that's a coneflower.
There's loads of dog poo everywhere, so let's just not.
Sorry.
Yeah, anyway.
I'm Katie Campbell.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Andrews.
We are the lead singer and the guitarist for Mimic on Vancouver Island. Hello. Hello. Nice to see you. We're in Jimmy's garden.
My wife's garden.
Oh.
I tend to do the cutting the grass and she does all the rest of it. She's obsessed with flowers, so this is a happy place.
It's a beautiful, happy place.
Yeah.
I love it. I wish I had more flowers of my own, but I got too much shit going on.
Lazy.
Oh, brutal. The brutality. No, it's fine. It's good. Anyway, so I don't really know what we're interviewing about. When did you start playing music, Jim?
Well, music's always been a huge part of my life. I officially started playing, I think I was 16. It was after my school exams, and I always wanted to play the guitar, but I just never got around to it. And I just, started to play. I got it was pre-internet, so books, all that kind of stuff. And I just had books of chords and just started to practice my chords, and off I went.
Off you went.
Yeah.
You learned on an acoustic guitar.
I learned on my mum's old acoustic classical guitar, which had a neck which was about this thick.
I have a classical guitar.
And it was nylon strings originally, and it was a nightmare. So going from that, and then I bought my first electric, which was a really cheap Squire. The neck felt about this big, so it was so much easier than trying to get my little hands around this massive classical guitar.
There you go. Oh, I just had a hummingbird go right over my head.
I know, we get them in all the time. Sarah's got feeders everywhere.
I love them.
Yeah.
They're wonderful.
Yeah.
So you've been playing for a long time?
I've been playing since I was 16, and then I joined my first band in high school, which was just a school band. And then, I went to university for 3 years, concentrated on that, so I wasn't really playing music at university. And then I came back, and then I was kind of lost a little bit, like so many people have when they finish university. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life.
Because you have a degree in history.
I had a degree in history, so I was originally going to go into teaching, but then...
I love history. I didn't know that. I knew you have a degree in social work, but I did not know you also had a degree in
I know, my history degree, it was so interesting, like doing all the world wars and French history and the French Revolution. But the thing with a history degree is very, not limited. I mean, you have to be very specific what you want to go into, but it was going to be teaching, but then I realised I didn't really want to teach kids.
I hate kids.
I just wanted to get into teaching for the...
I have to. They're not teenagers, but yeah.
I know. I just wanted to get into teaching basically for the school holidays, which is the 12 weeks a year off, which is the wrong reason to get into teaching.
Yes, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well. You're doing other things now, which is good.
Yeah, so now I'm a social worker now. But anyway, going back to that, I was kind of lost leaving university, and then I just used to go to all these open mics all the time, and then I kind of got to know people. And
in the UK?
In the UK, yeah.
In the UK.
In England, yeah. And then I got to know a few people, and I got to meet who was the singer of my original band, Jokers. He was a singer-songwriter, and I just got to know him, and then it just kind of flourished from there, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you came to Canada, because you met the girl of your dreams.
Yeah, I was swept off my feet, and I moved to Canada. Best thing I ever did. I moved here in 2012, and then I've raised a family and done another social work degree, and just kind of concentrated on that kind of stuff. And then the last couple of years, I've really just started playing again, which is how I got to know you guys, really.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because when we were at the gig on Saturday night, today is Tuesday, James was talking about it, and he and I had a similar thing where from 20 to 34, I got married and had a family, and that was where I was at. And apparently our other guitarist, that was sort of him. So there's this big span of time where I didn't do anything musically. And I woke up one day, actually, it was probably your birthday, because you're 6 months younger than me. My birthday's in September, hers birthday's in March. And I remember waking up that March, I was 34, and September I would have been 35. And I woke up that morning and I sent the kids to school, and my whole internal body, everything was screaming at me that I needed to make music. So I sent the kids off to school, and then I got on my computer and I looked up a studio. I was like, Katie, just go and lay some vocal tracks somewhere, and then you can hand them out to various musicians and see if you can get a band together. And that was, God, I'm going to be 42. So that was how many years ago? But I did. I met Jacob that way.
Okay.
I literally just, I would say the yellow pages, but it was Google.
It's so funny how you meet people like that. They kind of just appear.
Yeah, just boom. So I went and did it. I didn't tell any of my friends. None of my friends here knew that I could sing. None of my adult friends didn't know.
Really?
No, they had no idea. I never did anything musical. I never spoke about it.
Everybody now, we know you as Katie the singer.
Yeah. Nobody knew that. I was Katie, Ruby's mom, Elias's mom, Nick's wife. That was sort of my identity for a little while.
Yeah.
And that got old real quick.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
It got old real quick. So I was like, ooh, what am I going to do? So anyway, I went to Jacob's, spent all the money I had because I had no money. I was a stay-at-home mom. I spent my birthday money doing 4 tracks, like cover songs. And then I randomly went to my neighbor's. She needed something for, like the PTA, the Parent Association at this elementary school. She said, Katie, can you come over and help me with something? I said, sure. So I went to Brooks and I sat down with Jen and Brooke, and they were like, well, what have you been up to? And I was like, holy shit, I did this. And I played them these 4 songs, and they were absolutely gobsmacked. They're like, we didn't know you could sing. I was like, nobody does. Jen said to me, she goes, hang on a second. My friend Norm needs a singer. He's a bassist. And that was it. That was how I got my first band. It just all happened literally because I woke up and my soul was like, you are doing this now, today. And I thought, oh, okay.
And that was the same with me and James. The other guitarist in the band, James, we were kind of jamming together for quite a while, and we just decided...
You'll probably never hear from James. He's good. He's good.
He's like the little one from Penn and Teller, he's like an enigma. Mm. But yes, I was jamming with James, and then we're just like, we need to just do something. I said, I think I really wanted to gig, so we started to get more gear to gig. We got a bigger amp, which...
The 60 watts that we don't use.
The big DeVille, which was way too loud. We both got the same amp. So then I just put an ad on Facebook saying 2 guitarists looking to join a band, preferably with a female vocalist, because she can sing anything. And then what was it, an hour and a half after? It
was less than 60 minutes. It was like 59 minutes or something like that.
It was bizarre.
You wanted a female vocalist, and then you'll find a bassist and a drummer. And I went, wait a minute. I am a female vocalist, and I already have a bassist and a drummer. I require a guitarist. And if you have 2 guitarists and one of them can play the sax and a bit of keys, let's hang out. Let's see what happens. But I loved what you said. You were like, well, let's meet first. And I was like, oh, okay. So then we went to a pub.
Yeah, and then we met, and everything seemed to click. And it was just I remember me and James were joking about it. It's this seems too easy. Because it's boom, you were one of the first people to reply to the ad. And it was then that was it. Then we set up a rehearsal after the first meeting.
Yep. God gave you 5 songs.
Yeah, so can you remember what they were? There was Voices Carry.
Oh, God.
Love Fool. Oh, what else was there?
Voices Carry, Love Fool. I have no idea. I'd have to look it up.
Oh, what's the Romantics one?
Walking in Your Sleep, or Talking in Your Sleep.
Talking in Your Sleep.
Walking
and then
Talking in Your Sleep.
Was maybe the other one Dua Lipa? Training Season?
I don't know. That seems big. That seems like a big leap.
Yeah, I can't remember. Anyway, we had 5 songs, and everything seemed to click, and it went really well.
Well, because it was crazy. In our first video where I interviewed Jay, our bassist, he's the one I've known the longest. He was talking about it, and I said, well, May 3rd was the gig that we had with a former band, and it was a terrible gig, fell apart, and I meditate all the time. I'm into woo-woo.
Is that the one where the sign came down?
The sign came down, couldn't remember lyrics. Our friggin' keyboardist quit. I had to get a friggin' stand-in for the keyboardist. We had 1 rehearsal with the new keyboard. It was just a friggin' shit show, right? Absolutely. And we already knew the guitarist was leaving. That was May 3rd. And so everybody was really dejected. We sort of just splintered. And I looked at Jay, our bassist, and I looked at Ian, and I said, if the 3 of us are still wanting to do this, then let's just take a breather. And they were like, all right. I just started meditating every day. Every day I would get up, and every night before bed, I was like, the musicians who want to work with me are going to find me. That was May 3rd, and I answered your ad June 23rd.
That's crazy.
6 friggin' weeks was all it took. And I was like, the guitarist, the musicians will find me. The musicians will find me. And then it was it was crazy. It was friggin' synchronistic. It was crazy.
So it's just over a year, but don't you think it seems longer than that?
In some ways, yeah.
Because I think we've been rehearsing so much, and we've learned so many songs in that time.
Well, we've learned almost 55, 60 songs in 12 months. And to be able to play them at a professional, in my opinion, a professional level is fucking insane that we can do that.
It was stressful at times trying to get them all roadworthy.
And then somehow I got us a gig at the biggest nightclub in Nanaimo, which is the Queen's. My father-in-law got us the gig.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And 2 weeks before, we only had 2 weeks notice for this gig, and James is like, we should learn 11 new songs. And I was like, excuse me? He's like, we're going to learn 11 new songs in 14 days. And I was like, and we did. We freaking did.
Yeah.
Learn 11 songs in 14 days.
We managed it. I don't know how we pulled it off.
I don't know. Just freaking.
If there was any video of that first Queen's gig, it might be a bit ropey, but you know.
There was a few of them that was like, eh.
No, but the last one was great.
The last one was amazing.
Yeah.
That's where all of our full songs are on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a good time. I've enjoyed it. And I just got a phone call today from the strip club.
Yeah, apparently we've got a gig in the strip club, which is
2 nights in a row.
I wonder if there'll be like dances in the intermissions and
I
stuff.
wonder if somebody's going to throw cash at me like they did at the Queen's.
Yeah, that'd be good. I wish somebody threw cash at me.
I was fully dressed and I got money thrown at me, and I was like, I'll take it.
Like, I'll take the cash, like throw it at me.
No, I'm more pretty. I'm more pretty.
But yeah, that's actually, we got cash thrown at us the other night as well.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was lovely.
It's becoming a common theme, people throwing cash at you.
I will take it. I have no problems accepting cash.
So we got together and everything just seemed to click, and it's like I said, in some ways it doesn't seem that long, but other ways it seems like we've been together for years.
Which is nice. Our next thing is getting some originals done.
Yeah. Because
Jay has a backlog of 10. I have a backlog of like 10 or 14 original tunes. And you've got some with Jokers, haven't you?
Yeah, well, not really. I contributed a few lyrics, but it was Kristen. He was a songwriter. I couldn't touch his songs. And I can't really write songs. I can build upon stuff. But if you asked me to write a song, I couldn't.
But that's okay.
Which is weird. But if you ask me to write a bass line or guitar parts, I can do it straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just can't. I wish I could write songs, but I
think you can. But
yeah.
I've been doing some research myself, and I was having this conversation with Jay, because Jay and I get together and do the original, song building or whatever. And he was like, oh, I really want Jimmy to come. And I was like, Jimmy will. But I explained to him what you've just explained to everybody here, and that I was like, Jimmy, I think he just needs a few guardrails, and then you give him to go. Like, if you just give him some structure, Jimmy could take it and run with it.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking forward to doing that with you.
No, that'll be great. Yeah.
That'll be super
and
fun.
I've got the whole summer, so.
Yeah. It's so exciting.
If I told you where I'm going to, you laugh in my face.